Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Biochemistry Club. In today's video, I will be guiding you how to write an impressive motivation letter, so stay tuned. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so for the further informative videos. Thank you. So, what is a motivation letter? A motivation letter is actually the one-pager document that we normally prepare when we plan to contact to a potential supervisor, either for scholarship application or to secure admission in a particular department or university. So the document that you prepare to contact to a professor or potential supervisor, or which we normally submit along with our admission application to graduate school. Now, please keep one thing in your mind that an impressive, effective, and properly written motivation letter could be a deciding factor in your admission. Give time and pay special attention while writing this document. So first thing is the composition. The ideal length for motivation letter is not more than one page. It should be one page a document with 500 to 1000 words. It should be properly aligned to make it easy to read, justified with all margins and one uniform font type and font style. Then divide the information into 2 to 3 paragraphs. So So here are a few questions which we should brainstorm before writing a perfect motivation letter. And what are these questions? The first one is, who are you and why are you contacting to them? Why are you applying to a particular graduate school? Why you are contacting to a particular supervisor? You must be clear about that. So I will suggest you to please write down the answers to these questions. This way you will have enough data to write your motivation letter. So firstly, write who are you, from where you are applying, why you are applying, and why are you contacting to them particularly. The second question is, what are your academic achievements, your previous degree, your previous research? What are the skill sets which you have acquired through your degree or your research experience, your research interest? Why are you contacting to that supervisor or graduate program in particular? Why not some other supervisor? Why not some other university? Why not some other graduate program? What are the particular skills which you think will help you to fit into their research group? Why should they consider you? Definitely, they will receive multiple applications. So, out of these hundred or thousands of applications, why the professor or the graduate admission committee should consider your application? So, you have to convince them that you have the skill set required for that particular uh, program. What you will contribute to the society after this, and concluding remarks. As you can see, I have divided these questions into the 4 paragraphs. In paragraph 1, we will consider this question. In paragraph 2, we will write the answers to these 3 questions. 3, we will consider these 2 questions. And in paragraph 4, we will give the concluding remark or the impact of that particular research of the project. So how to draft the first paragraph of a motivation letter? So here are a few questions which you have to address in the first question. You have to ask yourself these questions and the answers you will prepare, you have to write those answers smartly in the first paragraph. So in first paragraph, you should be in the state of mind. You should ask yourself, who are you and why are you contacting to them? So with this question in your mind, you will clearly introduce yourself and you will mention the reason why you are contacting to them. For example, if you just want to ask for the bench space in a professor's lab, so you have to mention here, what is your purpose of contacting to them? Ask for a bench space for a PhD student, for a master's student. And if you are applying for a scholarship and you need an offer letter, acceptance letter from the professor, do mention it that you are in the process of preparing an admission application and your possible joining date. For example, I am preparing an admission application for the upcoming year 2025, 2026, so that the professor may have an idea that you are planning to come on this particular year and he will check the space in his lab and then definitely will answer you accordingly. So these are the questions which you should keep in your mind while writing the first paragraph. In my coming slides, I will show you a sample motivation letter in which you will see, yes, these informations are present in the first paragraph. So if you have clearly brainstormed, if you have collected the data, if you have written the points, then the first paragraph is ready. Then paragraph number 2, what are your academic achievements? The title of your previous degree, the skill sets you have acquired through thesis, through lab work, uh, through presentations, or through coursework. What are your research interests? So please write down the answers to these 3 questions. And through this material, we will write the paragraph number 2. Then paragraph number 3, why you are contacting to that supervisor or graduate program? Why not some other supervisor or other program? How you will add value to them? You have to prove that you have the skill set which the professor or that graduate program is demanding. So carefully read the professor's research profile and check how your research interests are aligning with the professor's work and on which section, on which domain you can contribute and how you can contribute to that research. So by this way, you can answer how you can fit in their research group. And then paragraph number 4, what are your plans after master's or the PhD? And then finally concluding remarks. So now pause your video, brainstorm, and have answers to these questions. Then write the 4 paragraphs and then come up. I have a sample. We will discuss how your motivation letter is different from mine, and we will compare the differences and we will see how we can further improve and polish this motivation letter. So let's practice. So I hope you have done your job. So here is a sample motivation letter. In front of you, there is a paragraph number 1 and the question which I have told you, who are you and why are you contacting to them? So we will see how this motivation letter, how the first paragraph is addressing to this question. So, dear Professor XYZ, I am writing to express my strong interest in pursuing my postgraduate degree under your supervision. As a highly motivated applicant from Pakistan, I am actively seeking opportunities to proceed my postgraduate studies in the field of biological sciences abroad. So you are mentioning the purpose of contact. I have viewed your research profile at the official website of University XYZ, and I am excited to find that your research areas are closely aligned with my research interests. This has motivated me to reach out to you to ask for the bench space as a PhD student in your research group, most likely to start from year 2024. So I have mentioned the joining date, intended start date. Currently, I am in the process of preparing my application for scholarship. Please mention if you are applying for some scholarship because mostly professors, they give acceptance when they see that the applicant is coming with some fundings. While exploring the potential institutes for my doctoral studies, University XYZ has emerged as a prominent choice due to its cutting edge research and dynamic research environment. So, this paragraph is all about my introduction and the reason why I am contacting to them. Please keep one thing in your mind clear that the total length of this motivation letter should not exceed. So, please do not repeat anything. Try to be more specific and logical. So now we have paragraph number 2, and here we will answer the 3 questions. What are your academic achievements? What skill sets you have acquired? What are your research interests? So, throughout my graduate studies, I have been attracted toward multifaceted roles of enzymes and proteins across various domains. So, I'm mentioning here that through my academics, I have gained the interest in the field of protein biochemistry. I have had opportunity to engage in diverse bioinformatic projects focused on proteins, including epitope mapping from pathogenic proteins of microbes using immunoinformatics. I'm mentioning this because my BS research was in bioinformatics, so I am enlisting my skill sets. designing and studying the structure of multi-epitope vaccine constructs, predicting the impact of missense mutation on protein structure and function, and investigating the relationship between protein structure and function. These are the skill sets which I have learned through bioinformatics. These projects have deepened my interest in protein biochemistry and enzymology. During my master's degree, my interest in protein biochemistry led me to join the enzyme engineering group supervised by Professor XYZ at School of Biological Sciences, University XYZ. In this research group, I gained valuable experience in engineering plant biomass hydrolyzing enzymes and creating fusion enzyme constructs by combining catalytic domains of different enzymes on single polypeptide chain. Again, by listing my research experience, academic achievement, here I have mentioned my research experience, particularly my research skills and my research interest. These indicators equipped me with the essential skills in recombinant DNA technology, cloning, recombinant protein expression, purification, and enzyme kinetics. This experience has not only polished my experimental skills in the field of protein engineering, but also heightened my interest in novel realms of enzyme engineering and its broader application in metabolic engineering for the production of valuable compounds. So this is the paragraph number 2, where I have mentioned my research experience, previous research experience, my skill sets, and my research interests. Now the paragraph number 3, why you are contacting to that particular supervisor or graduate program, or how you will add value to their group. Why should they consider you? So these are the two questions which we should mention here. Your research on protein crystallography with the capacity to unveil atomic details of proteins have the potential to unravel complex biological mysteries. The techniques contribution to understanding protein structure, multi-domain protein complexes, and protein DNA interaction is undeniably significant. I am particularly captivated by your research group's focus on structure function studies of biologically significant proteins, particularly phosphatases or kinases. The multifaceted approach encompasses structural characterization along with cellular and biochemical function probing is both innovative and promising. So this paragraph, I am mentioning that I have carefully read your research achievements, your research project, ongoing research projects. I am particularly mentioning the proteins in which the professor has expertise. This comprehensive approach resonates deeply with my desire to explore proteins at both structural and functional levels. I believe that my interest in the field of protein biochemistry and my previous experience in this field would help me to devotedly merge into your research group. Therefore, I am eager to inquire about availability of lab space within your research group for a PhD student. In case my application meets your expectations, I would require a consent letter from you to formally submit my scholarship application. Furthermore, I would be grateful for any advice or suggestions you may have concerning my application procedure. Because I am applying for a scholarship and I need a consent letter from a professor. So this is the thing which I have mentioned with bold that I need a consent letter in case you find my application strong. So professor will read your motivation letter, and if he or she will find your application strong, your motivation letter strong, they will give you the consent letter, and then you will apply for the scholarship. Sometimes we do not apply for the scholarship, but we see some open advertisement for a PhD position, for a master's position in a particular lab, and at that time we can modify our motivation letter accordingly. For example, here we need not to mention about the scholarship, not in the first paragraph and not in the last paragraph. In last paragraph, how we will answer to these questions then, these two questions, that why they should consider you and why are you contacting to that supervisor or graduate program. You are contacting to them because you have seen their advertisement. So now you have to convince them that why they should consider you. The PhD position in your group demands a candidate capable of handling extensive experimental data of directed enzyme evolution. Additionally, the screening of mutant enzymes and the analysis of their structure to function relationships necessitates a candidate who can meticulously examine the structure, function, and activities of mutated enzymes to identify the most optimal enzyme variants for the further downstream analysis. This position calls for a responsible, competent, and diligent student who possesses experience in protein expression, purification, and characterization. These are the skills which I possess. So I am mentioning here that your position requires these skills. I not only possess these essential skills, but I am also eager to learn new aspects of this work within your research environment. And I am dedicated to collaborative teamwork in order to achieve outstanding results. I am confident that the PhD position at Uppsala University will provide me with an ideal platform to contribute to the field and pursue cutting edge research. So this is how you can write paragraph number 3 for open advertisement, and this is for scholarship or for getting a consent from professor. And this is the last paragraph, concluding paragraph, which is usually not the lengthy. And you can mention what are your plans after master's or PhD. Like, after completing my PhD, I would join academia for quality research and teaching. I enjoy knowledge sharing and practicing, and my PhD would help me to take pride in teaching students and helping them in their professional development. Thank you for considering my application. I am eagerly looking forward to the possibility of contributing to groundbreaking research in your research. And this is the sample motivation letter where you can see the alignment, you can see the number of paragraph, and you can see the length. This portion includes the sender details, date, receiver details, and then greetings, introductory paragraph along with the scholarship information if you are applying for. Paragraph number 2 stating academic background, research skills, research interest, and then the paragraph where you have to mention why you are contacting to that particular group, and concluding paragraph. Thank you so much for your attention. If you find this video helpful, please like and share it with your friends. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.